Hello everyone, it's Lottie from Cancer as a Lifestyle. So I am home for the next couple of days. My company is going through a closing. We have been bought out and we're going to have a new owner now with a new title, a new name. So while they're going through the inventory and changing the computers and all, we are actually shut down and we have some couple of days off. So today was going to be my own personal nesting day. But of course, I got up later and things got out of control. I had to go take care of some things, and the next thing I know, it's already like noon, and there goes my nesting day. So I'm going to have to reschedule my nesting day. Now, what is a nesting day? Nesting day is where I am in my pajamas and I don't answer no phones. I don't do anything but only things for myself. Like I crochet, I watch some movies, I might be doing some writing for my blog, but I basically take the time and I sit in my pajamas probably and just relax and unwind and maybe even order out. So yesterday, since we have been off now for about, this is my second day, yesterday I decided to go out and do quite a few errands. I've been meaning to make those deliveries that I've talked about on previous vlogs of the for the crocheting ministry. I've delivered one. My girl Cindy delivered another one, and I went to the post office to mail out 4 boxes. Now, since the 4 boxes were being sent to in different locations in Illinois, it only came out to like $46 for the whole thing. I was really happy about that. I thought I would have to kind of dish out some money to send it all out, but it worked out really well. And along the way, we ended up picking up some things for my nesting day some things that I was going to work on. One thing that we do, and I hope I'm going to be able to see. Can you see that? This is our 2019 calendar that we always go out. We're going to go out. We get our calendar. We like to do the landscapes because look at some of the landscapes in the back. We like the landscape one. Now, this is the perfect size for what we do. Let me show you January, because we use this. This is kind of like our date book. Now, I know that people pass out free calendars at different businesses and all, but I like this size. Look at it. It's got nice size squares where you can fill it in. Now, we don't just put in our birthdays and anniversaries and things like that. We use the calendar to put our work schedules on, any overtime, or I even look at the church activities and I fill them out. Sometimes even things that I want to get done on certain days, I'll mark that down. Remember, it becomes our date book. Let me show you the ones that right now that we have. This is our regular one. You see that? Look how it's all filled up with all sorts of things. This is our November 2018. And this has become very handy. This has always been on my desk, and Emily puts her information down on here too. It serves many purposes. One, every Sunday or so we ask, hey, what's going on this week? And we go check. Oh yeah, we got this and that going on. It's easy to keep track of your overtime if you write it down. It's easy to keep track of your schedule, work schedule, even when you write down your chores that you want to get done on certain days. This kind of keeps you grounded and focused on doing them. And another purpose that I found is that since we are both single grown women here, we are living together, we are like roommates, it's good for her to know where I am at times, and it's good for me to know where she is. And it's not an invasion of privacy, it's just that, hey, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Maybe she should be home by now. I don't know. Let's see where she's at. So for security reasons and all, it's just, I can look down and say, oh yeah, she had this and this going on. She's fine. Same thing with her, with me. So we always tell each other what's going on, where we're doing. Another thing that we schedule on our calendar is our supper time. Because of our different schedules and times, we don't get to eat together very often. So when we do, we put it down. It becomes our quality time. So we'll put down, let's say, like we had, since I'm off these next couple of days, and yesterday she was off too, So we kind of we had that down on our calendar. We're going to have supper together. We're going to watch a movie. We ordered a pizza, or, you know, and this is just what we do. You can put anything you want on there. Now, I did buy at one time a big calendar, desk calendar, those really big ones that kind of fit the whole desk. They're just plain white with squares on it. The problem with those, and those are really nice size squares, so you can fill a lot of things in. The problem with that is because you're always, it's sitting on top of your desk, and it's kind of like a pad for everything else, that the ends kind of tend to curl up, they tend to get dirty, and it's, you know, the sheets are very thin, so it gets damaged. So, yeah, so I do prefer those. That is something I was going to work on my nesting day. I was going to fill up the next years and fill up, you know, like all the birthdays and things like that. And any appointments that I knew ahead of time, I was going to fill in on those. So another thing we did, I always get, is I went and I bought some Christmas cards, because we like to send out Christmas cards. I know that people don't do that anymore. Very rarely do we get, you know, we used to get so many Christmas cards. People just don't do that. They send you an email Christmas card, or they send you one on Facebook. They don't take that time, but I still love to do that. And now I do something different with each of my Christmas cards. I've done many things. I've done little poems inside. I've done, I've clipped I've clipped recipes once, and then every Christmas card I put in a recipe and all. So you can do little touchings like that, and you know, people really like that one with the recipes, and maybe I'll do that again. But so I was going to do that. I was a little disappointed because if you look, it's Santa Claus. I wasn't really happy with the selection, because normally I like to really do a nativity scene, or something that says Merry Christmas and all, and you know, I'm always looking for something that's priced more value. There's more value in the price, and so there's not much of a selection. People are, I don't know if some businesses seem to be more afraid to say Merry Christmas now, and also I had really not much of a selection. I did end up getting, like I said, if you look, here's your Santa Claus, and which is, you know, I kind of like it to be more centered on Jesus and the nativity, because it is Christmas and it is really about him. So that is something else I was going to be working on. Now I'm going to have to show you something that happened in our pantry. I'm sure this has happened to all of you too, because it's just the way it is. So our little light in the pantry, where it has a string, you pull on it and it turns on the light. Well, it broke. And it didn't just break a little bit, it broke all the way up inside. Where you can't even fix it. You can't attach something else. I thought I could attach, you know, yarn or something else to it. It is just totally yanked out. So I have tried different things to put into the pantry to light it up. I've done those little lights that you know, you press on, and kind of like night lights and all, that just need batteries and all, and it's just plain dark. The pantry is dark. So I got this idea. Then maybe what I need to do is just put in a plain, no shade lamp in with a bulb in it, because when you take the lamp shade off, it's really, really bright. So I'm going to try to do that. Hopefully it will light it up enough. This kind of reminds me of an old telephone. Remember the first telephones that were up there? Oh my gosh. So I'm going to, hopefully this will work and it will light up that pantry. Otherwise, I'm looking for ideas if anybody has any suggestions on how I can fix this problem. Another thing that this was going to be my nesting is, now you all know that I like to drink my water. I like to drink, I have my ice water is what it is. I have a huge jug at work that I take with me. I've shown you that in my previous videos. The thing is that it's getting very cold, and now when I drink it at work, I get really chilled, and all that ice and all, even though I like ice water, but it's winter, and when I get really cold at work. So I'm thinking that maybe I need to bring some tea. The problem was that I didn't, you know, I have not been able to see a thermos large enough to keep my tea in. I know this sounds crazy, but I drink a lot of fluids. I drink a lot of water. I drink a lot of tea. all throughout the day. I like to stay hydrated. I feel like it flushes out any toxins that I've, collected along the day. So I went to Walmart, and when I was there looking for this lighting solution for my pantry, I came across one of my favorite things, my Bubba. Now, here's my Bubba. Let me show you what I have for my coffee. This is a mug that I found months ago. You can see my lipstick on there. Wait a minute. It comes with a cover, with a black cover. And the bubble, this is for my coffee and my tea. But my coffee especially, because I like to have my coffee in the morning. And I put the lid on, and it's supposed to stay hot for up to 4 hours in that small cup. So I like to sip my coffee, throughout the day. So once I make my coffee, and this is the amount I have in here, right? This is it for my coffee. I sip it slowly throughout the whole morning, but in any cup, you can't do that because it gets cold. But with my coffee, with the mug, I put the lid on it. It works great. It keeps it very hot. It's called the Bubba. You can't see it because you can't see it. It says Bubba on here where the light is. So, especially it's really good when I go, when I have to go do errands and all. I put my tea in there. I put my coffee in there. I put the lid on, and I just stays hot, and I go, do my errands. So when I saw the thermos in the Bubba, I was like really excited. Look at this baby. Isn't this awesome? Look at the size of it. And it's got a nice little handle. You can put you can drink it this way, or you can unscrew it. See that? Like a thermos. Now it says right here, and it works, so I know it. But this size, actually, it says it can keep your cold items cold for 24 hours if you have your ice in there, or the hot items up to 12 hours. And I was like, whoa, this is perfect for my tea. I can put my tea in there. How exciting, huh? And I still can get hydrated. Perfect, perfect. So I'm really excited. I'm going to try it out, and I'll let you guys know how well it's working. Really, really good. It's got a nice little handle. It's not huge, humongous, and it's not really small. It's like the perfect size. Let me see if this is going to work out, how it's going to work out good or not. So another thing I wanted to talk about was my nesting day. So I am going to, since today it's just a fail for my nesting day, I am not going to have my nesting day because it's already afternoon, and I still have to go. I'm waiting on my landlord to give me my lease so I can go get my parking sticker. It's the last day, my sticker for the year, and it's just too late for me to enjoy my day. I got other things going on, and it just did not work out. My laundry downstairs. So another thing that I wanted to talk about, and it had to do with the calendar. So I always think of different resolutions. Well, I don't do resolutions for the new year, but I think about certain goals that I set for myself as to what I'm going to do. Now, I wrote about this on my blog. So, but I'm just going to tell you about one thing, and maybe I'm going to actually show it to you as I go throughout the year. I'm giving myself a year to kind of go and simplify every part of my apartment here. Basically, simplification has played a big part in our life since my cancer. I've liked downsizing and getting rid of things and keeping things simple. And somehow, since we moved here in the last 2 years, I don't know if it's because we have a walk-in pantry or something, but I swear that whatever we got rid of, we like doubled. So now I feel like we are like coming out of our seams with things. Like, our pantry the other day when I walked in, I swear it just exploded. And I don't know where anything is. You touch something, something else falls down. It just needs some cleaning up. It needs some working. Same thing, you can see the bookshelves behind me. It's like I have just tons of stuff, and I need to organize it. So I am giving myself a year. And what I'm going to do is what my Grandma Barb suggested, that I do just like 15 minutes, at a time. So not to stress yourself out. Because imagine if I wanted to clean out the pantry today, what's going to happen? I'm going to take everything out and I'm going to make a mess somewhere else. And it's going to take me several days to actually get that. So it's like you're creating more work for yourself than is necessary. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take either a shelf at a time, or I'm going to get a drawer at a time, but I'm going to go through it and I'm going to get rid of, again, a lot of things that I do not need. That's going to be my project for 2019. I am going to take that year to really get rid of things that I do not need. Again, this is something that I've been doing on and off for like every time I get rid of something, it's like I double, I get even more stuff. But this time, it seems this past 2 years, it seems like we really went overboard and we have a lot of stuff. So my schedule, today it's already kind of half over. I'm still doing laundry and all. Tomorrow I have plans to meet up with one of my other ladies, Bridget, for coffee for my crocheting ministry. She has some things she wants to pass on to me, and of course that's when we exchange for yarn. I give her more yarn, she gives me whatever she has made. So I'll be showing you what, hopefully some things that Bridget has made tomorrow. And then Sunday I think I'm going to have my nesting day. Okay, if you guys never have done a nesting days for yourself, what I call nesting days, burrowing days, that's where you kind of just get in your pajamas and kind of like lock the whole world out and like, read or write or do some crocheting, watch movies, and just kind of like, don't worry about makeup and because nobody's going to see you anyway. And just relax and unwind. So I am going to reschedule my nesting day for Sunday, and hopefully I'll get a lot of some of these things that I've showed you. I'm going to actually get them done and like work on my Christmas cards at a leisure way, and do my calendar and things like that. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. You like this video, thumbs up, share it, comment below. I really would like to hear some suggestions about my pantry situation. Hopefully this will work. What have you done? How did you make it work? I'm sure that I'm not the only one that broke the doggone string. Okay, and I mean it's completely out, so I don't even know how to make it work. So thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed day, everyone.